Hello friends, welcome to CSAP Space. Today in this video session, I will discuss how to upload files in ASP.NET Web API. So let's start. We open our Visual Studio and here we choose a ASP.NET Web API project. We go on a new project. Here we change our path. Choose ASP.NET Web Applications. It's a web API file upload. Now click on OK button. Here we choose a web application as a web API and then we click on OK buttons. Now this creating a project for a web API file upload. It's taking some little bit time for adding files in projects. Now project is created. So we go to our solution explorer and here I will add one more controller for uploading files on a server. So here I add a controller. Here I take a web API 2 controller, is the type as a empty. And we choose here a name for this, it's upload, and then click on add. Now this adding a controller for uploading files on a server using a web API. Now we adding functions for uploading files. It's a public task. Here we need to add one more namespaces for using a task. It's using system.threading.task. And here taking HTTP response message. It's a type as a post method. Taking a list string. It's a saved file path. It's equal to new list. If request dot request dot content dot is minimal is my multi-part content. It's a throw. If it's not my multi-part contents, then it's a throw exception, throw new HTTP response exception, HTTP response exception is the HTTP status code dot unsupported media type. Now we're taking a string. It's a root path. Here we choose a root path is equal to HTTP context For using HTTP context, we need to use one more namespaces for this. So this is the namespace for using system.web current server dot map path. Here we provide a folder in which we upload the files on a server. So we need to add one more folder into Solution Explorer. Here I add one more folder is like as a upload files. Upload files. Now here we provide that files path to server.map path. Now we taking a where type of variables is provider is equal to new multi-files stream provider multiple multi-part is a file stream provider, and here we pass a root path. It's provide a stream bytes for the uploaded files. Now we taking one more variable. It's where a task is equal to request dot content dot read as a multi-part synchronous, and here we provide our provider variables that contain stream bytes for a file. Dot continue with HTTP response message. It's a T. Here we use link queries. If T dot is cancelled or is faulted, T dot is faulted, then press request dot create error message. HTTP response HTTP status code dot internal server error slash T dot exception. Now here we had a semicolons because it's showing some errors. So now here we take for each It's a multi-part file data in provider dot file data. Here we take a try catch block. String name is equal to item dot header dot content dispositions dot file name dot replace. Here we get a file name from strings variables that we uploaded on a server. Here we replace slash with empty spaces. Then we take a string new file name is equal to GUID. Here we rename their name with global unique identifier code. It's a new GUID plus path dot get extension. Now we need to add some spaces, name spaces for using a path. It's a system.io dot get extension. Then here we pass their name, file dot move item dot local file, and name it's a path dot combine. It's a root path, and a new file name it's a URI, it's a base URI is equal to new URI. It's a request dot request URL dot absolute URI dot replace. It's a request dot request URI dot path and query. Means it's getting all the URLs with their query strings parameters slash string dot empty. We replace all these empty spaces. String file relative path is equal to, here we provide a base URL. It's upload files slash plus its a new file name. It's containing a relative path for uploaded files. Now we saved file path dot add file full path file full. It's a relative path. We need to add one more for a full path of the uploaded files. So I add a URI dot file full path is equal to new URI it's a base URI. It's a virtual path utility dot to absolute. It's a file relative path. Now here we provide a file full path. Dot to string because it's accepting parameters as a string, and if any exception is occurred, so this return into a string message. Is equal to ex dot message. Now it's a return request dot create response http status code dot created dot, and now we pass a saved file path for opening a files on a view. Now this return a task. It's a return task. Here we need to add one more curve brackets for closing continue sections. Now this method is completed for uploading files on a server. Now we go to our home controller for creating a view where we upload files on a server. So we have to go to here home controller and go to their views. This views is by default added in web API applications, so I will remove all these pre-write codes. Here I take headings is uploaded files, load files. Now we taking a div. It's taking class as a form group. Here we taking update panels for opening a file. Its ID is equal to update panel file. Update panel file. and taking a class like alert. Its role is called to alert, and style is first time it's display none. Now we're taking one more form group. Form group input type is equal to file, id is equal to file1, and we take a input id is equal to, here we take a buttons, it's a btn post file, it's a class for uploading buttons, so btn default, type is equal to button, and value is upload. Now this HTML is completed. Now we write a script to access a web API. It's a dollar, it's a dollar function dollar. Here we pass button ID, dot click function, if files, here we set validations for this, dot val is equal to blank, then show a message, please select a file, where form data is equal to new form data, where file is equal to dollar file, this subject is file control of id, taking first image, form data dot append, it's a file, file dot files, 0. Now we add Ajax method, it's a URL, URL is our it's upload, API/upload and type is equal to post and data. Here we pass data to the controller. It's a content type. Is a false and process data equal to false. Now on success method, it's a function d, it's taking any variables like d, it's a dollar. On success function, we show this update panel file. It's a hash, their IDs dot add class alert success dot html strong success and we provide links for opening a file. It's href is equal to d open file dot so then this side is going to be null. Dollar is dot val is null. If any error is occurred, it's a success error. Saying something like please try again. Now we adding JQuery files for using this script. So I link this jQuery.main.js to here. Now we debug these applications. We click on debug buttons. It's now building this web API file upload project. It's running in browsers. So loading a home index view for uploading files on a server. Here we choose file upload controls and upload our images that directly goes into the servers that we hosted web applications. Here we choose any images like this. Click on this upload button. This going to here this post method. If we click on a continue, then this method is success. This showing this message success, and here we provide links for uploaded image. So this image is uploaded on a server. So that's all for how to upload an image or any other files using ASP.NET Web APIs. So if you have any queries, any problem, please write in the comment box. I will reply you soon. If you like my videos and want to get latest updates, please click on a notifications bell and subscribe buttons. So now we will meet in next video session. Thanks.